guys to the food place. How are you? Did you see my last video? In case you've not watched it, just check the link up here and enjoy it. It's actually about some of the grocery shoppings I do and how I pick the things that I pick in the store. But today, remember I promised you towards the end of that video that we'll be sharing a new recipe. Let's just call it local fish soup. That's what we'll be making today. So I have my friend here. Hello. So I have my friend here who will be teaching us all the way step by step on how to make this delicious local fish soup. Stay tuned.
Hello. Hope you all are doing great. I feel so very excited sharing this recipe with you all today. So this is a local fish soup, and I'm making it the way my mama used to make it. I'm from the middle belt part of Kogi State in Nigeria, and this is just how we make it. Very local, very local. So we stick to a lot of local ingredients, so we try to make it as local as we can. So right here we have catfish. This is two fairly medium large size catfish that has been washed and cut. We have the palm oil right here. To keep it local, we use palm oil, but if you don't like palm oil, you can also use the vegetable oil or whatever kind of oil you like. But the real local soup, we use the palm oil. I have three large onions right here that we're going to be using. Here we have bell pepper, and we have some Scotch bonnet in here, and here we have salt, and we have some stock cubes. So these are the ingredients for today. So let's get started. Yes, so my Igala women will understand exactly what I'm trying to do. So this is made like you know, the Opo Ekwe style, for those of us that speak good Igala. So this is how we start. We are going to take some of our palm oil in the pot. There's no exact measurement for this. You just have to really work with your instinct. If you're the type that likes a lot, you like it very little, you just have to work with your instinct on this. There's no really like precise measurement, but I would just say you keep it low, guys, you know. Just keep it low. Quantity in the pot, and then let it heat for maybe about 2 minutes. It's gonna get really smoky, you guys.
So what exactly are you doing right now?
Yeah, so right now what I did is I have put the palm oil. Like I told you, the traditional recipe is to let this palm oil bleach a little. So making palm oil bleach means that you put it on the stove and, you know, let it heat up for a little while, and when that happens, you see that the redness consistency is going to become really, it's not going to be as red, like it's going to change the color a bit. So what I've done is to put the oil in here, and it's going to be there for about 2 minutes. So normally I like to leave this covered so that the smoke is going to get really smoky, you guys. But like I said, the measurement for the oil is really based on your instinct. So if you are not someone that likes to consume, you know, those things in, let me not say large quantity, you can make it as little as you want, but try to keep it really moderate, depending on the quantity of fish that you will be making. So while that one is bleaching over there, I am slicing the onions. Initially I showed you all three bulbs of onions, so one of it is actually going to be sliced, and it's going to go first with the fish. So there's a very good process, or a very strategic process to go with this local soup, and so that's what I'm doing right now, slicing the onions while my oil is bleaching. Yes. So guys, our oil is bleached. One way to do this and not get yourself really choked is to, while you put the oil on the stove, you cover it, and when you think it's time and it's bleached, then you can put it aside and let it cool for a little while, even if you're still gonna see that the smoke is still gonna come out. So the first thing you want to do with this kind of soup, the fish always goes in first. The fish has to go in first. So this is what you do. You see what I'm talking about when I say the steam. And then we start to put our fish, all of the fish in here. And once you get the fish in, you see that onions that I chopped, everything goes in with the fish. This is the step, guys. So the onions goes in with it. And now you're gonna put your cubes. You have to season the fish, okay? You season it. The best kind of cube to use for this is not like your chicken flavor, or when you are cooking something that is not chicken, avoid using the chicken flavor. When you're cooking something that is chicken, then you can use the chicken flavor. But if you're making like a local soup or something, just don't try use the chicken flavor. It's gonna give you a kind of very
so we can use crayfish
variety. Well, you can use
plain
crayfish if you want, but just keep it plain. Just keep it like plain bouillon cubes. No special kind of, you know, chicken flavor or all those kind of flavors to it. So this is it. And let me tell you one secret, guys. With this kind of soup, you don't put spoon. That's one thing people always miss. They put the spoon, and you know this is fish, it's going to break. So the way to stir this, you see how I did it? So that way it can be stirred, and always cover it. So this is the secret, guys. If you don't cover it, it's going to fry. If you cover it, it's going to cook. So that's it. You don't want this to fry. If you don't cover it, your fish is going to fry, because this is oil, right? But when you cover it with the steam and everything, rather than your fish fry, it's going to cook, and it's going to give you like a soup consistency. So you're going to see how this is going to come out after a little 2 to 3 minutes. When we leave it in here, you see that it doesn't fry, but it gives you the steam cook kind of you see how I'm doing it? I am telling you guys, this is how my mother did it. She will always bring it down, turn it, and then put it back. This is exactly how my mother did it. So if you look into this pot very well, you will see that what we have is not frying at all. In fact, you will see the fish starting to bring out its own thickness. So the fish itself has its own thickness that it's going to add, especially the catfish. So it's going to bring out its own thickness, almost like soup already. So let me show you this, guys. Although I said no spoon, but I'm doing this because I want to show you what you get. So you see how it's coming? So if you leave it a little more, it's going to give you a real soup consistency. So you no longer find like oil or water, but it really gives you something thick already. Okay, like I said, no spoons in this soup. All right. So we're going to cover it for another 2 minutes, and then we're going to move on with the process. Let's take this heat down a bit, okay? Let's leave it at 6.
Lower your heat?
Yes. And lower the heat. So the more this stays, guys, the thicker it becomes, and the more soupy, you know, you get. So maybe if you're wondering how you can put oil and fish and then it's not going to fry, this is just the way. When you cover it, you get something, you get a steam with the oil, and it gives you a whole real different consistency. And one reason why you avoid the spoon as much as possible is because this is fish. A lot of people have asked me, Amina, how do you cook your fish and then it doesn't break? You don't put spoons. And this is how I saw my mother do it. This is how I saw my great-grandmother do it. They didn't really put spoons in their soup. So when they want to turn it, they just, take it and dance with it a bit, a bit. And then that way your fish is going to stay really sound and whole. So at this point, I think we have had some good cook. We are now going to move on with the process. And you remember the Scotch bonnet, the bell pepper, and then the what else was in this, and the onions. So that is what we blend in here, and round and round. Yes. So let me say something. I really don't know. I'm still doing that style, guys. That's how my mother did it. And it's gonna go covered again. So I don't really know why tomato is not like a primary ingredient in this soup, but this is how I've come to know it. This is how I saw it being done. And back home we didn't really eat the soup with any other thing, like maybe okra or maybe ewedu, or we just ate it like this with pounded yam. So it's something that we just ate with pounded yam, and then we didn't have like the blenders and all of that. We really grinded this pepper with the stone grinder. That was really how it is, and trust me, those things make it all really different. But now all those things are going extinct. We are now civilized. So we use the blender, but the ingredients are really more heavy on the onions and the bell pepper, and then the Scotch bonnet. Our Scotch bonnet today we didn't use quite a lot, because sometimes Scotch bonnet here can be really very, very hot. But back home they put a lot of the Scotch bonnet, or even the dry pepper, mix all those things together to get this soup. And the taste is very different. If you bleach the oil, you get a different taste than if you don't bleach the oil. If you use red oil, you get a different taste than if you use like vegetable oil. So these things really give you different flavor depending on the style that you use. But this is the real traditional way. Today we are going to be eating it with ila, that is okra, that is already prepared, alongside with some wheat. Yes, wheat. That's what we're going to be eating it with today. So this is going to simmer for a little bit. We can check it back in about 10 minutes, but we keep going the round and round and round. No spoons, remember guys, no spoons. And if the seasoning is not enough, since we've added more pepper and stuff, so we keep adding as we go. All those things depends on your instinct, how much you like it, how much salt you want, how much pepper, how much of the stock cubes you want. So those ones really depend on your instinct. But for now we're gonna let it sit for some 10 minutes, and you're gonna see. Omaki for me. If you do it well, omaki for me. Show out. We're just checking it. While you're doing this, you want to leave it covered though. It's still not 10 minutes yet. Trust me, when it's like 10 minutes, we're gonna come back. And what we did do is, because of the pepper that we added, I added an extra pinch of salt and one very tiny cube of the stock, one very tiny stock cube, so that it can be all set. So here we have put our water for the wheat that we're going to be eating it with, and yes, we're going to get back to this as soon as it's ready. Okay. guys have no idea. I think I'm missing a pinch of salt, like a pinch, just a little pinch like this. But if you're low salt, trust me, this is just perfect. So, because I'm not too much of a low salt, I'm just gonna add a small pinch. And on the other side here, we want to make the just on the corner here, I want to make the wheat, just a little quantity, so you can see how we'll enjoy our fish soup. Please use the comment section below if there is anything in particular that you'd like to ask concerning this stew. Like I always tell you guys, the description section will contain everything we use, the ingredients we use for this particular soup. You'll find it there. Remember to subscribe, remember to like my video, please. I have other interesting videos as well, other how-to videos. Just click on the link up and you'll find it there. So guys, you all may want to ask, how do I know that my local fish soup is ready? You know your local fish soup is ready when you see your oil starting to rise to the top. So if you look in the pot now and you look at the side, the surroundings of the soup, you would see that our oil is beginning to get to the top, and that way you know that your fish soup is about, to be ready, or you're getting there with it. So you can see the oil coming up, and if you look at our pot very well, you will see that we didn't have any fish breaking or scattering in the pot. We still have them as whole as we started, and that is that grandmother style of not putting spoons. You don't want spoons anywhere in your soup. We're about to serve our local fish soup. See what I was telling you all about our fish staying whole? I like the head, you all. I don't know what I would do without the head of the fish.